Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, and from the Pastania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
You know, feeling emeraldy.
I am excited for the start of spring. We were having some really nice 60, 50, 50, high 50-degree weather, and then we got so much snow in a day. It was the second snowiest day of the entire winter. I
Wow.
was like, that's not fair. That's not nice before I go and enjoy 92 in New Orleans or whatever
Yeah.
it's going to be.
All right. So today we are talking about the Rocky Patel Emerald Toro. Cigar is actually a Toro Extra 6.5 inch by 54. Comes out of the Tavicusa factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano. Binder is a double binder, Nicaragua and Mexico. And the filler is from Nicaragua, and it is Honduran Hamastron. Price point is $12.75. The cigar was released in December of 2024. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
By the way, I love that color. There's something about that particular green with that all that white. It's just I think it looks awesome. Hopefully they didn't
Like
fuck it up by having an ugly font. It
like emerald
actually
green or
looks good in
whatever.
the
Yeah.
shelves.
You like the emerald green?
Would you say it's
Yeah.
emerald
I
green?
was pretty strongly emerald, emerald green.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh but the cigar didn't taste good. It was I got a lot of this like leather grassiness, hay. Um there's this like staleness to it as well that I didn't like a stale cedar. Yeah, there's just kind of like this muddled package of Rocky. Muddled package of Rocky. Wow, picture that one.
hmm
What does that picture look like?
All right, Seth, what are your thoughts?
I mean, dry earth, tobacco, pepper spices, got some mineral qualities, toasted wood, medium strength and body. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a muddle package of Rocky, however you want to look at that, but I mean, it did. I mean, yeah, it smoked like a fucking Rocky Patel release. As the cigar progressed, mineral notes just kept getting stronger and stronger. Final third I thought was just really unpleasant. Charred wood, pepper spices, dry earth. Burn was average, so was the draw. It didn't smoke that great. Yeah, Tavacusa. John?
Yeah, I actually like the term muddled. I'd also maybe say like mundane. It didn't seem cohesive in terms of the flavor components. So like, first there was light earth wood, just some mustiness, mild chocolate, sweet tobacco, maybe some mild cinnamon occasionally, but like and none of those components really came together and they were just kind of all over the place. And then second, third, kind of driving with creamy tobacco and wood, a little bit of cinnamon and wood in the finish. Light plus chocolate at times in the retrohale, but largely just sweet wood and cinnamon, which is not particularly exciting. And then last third, creamy wood and tobacco, tannic wood on the finish, and then kind of a heavier medium cedar on the palate between draws, which is not the best. Earth joined at medium strength partway in and just kind of stuck around. Yeah, not a particularly exciting profile for me. Burn was pretty straight. Had a section of wrapper sort of burning around, and I did the Aaron Loomis thing where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let it go, and it went like an inch and a half, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. Like it's
Yeah.
got to get touched up. I'm sorry, so I had to touch it up. But draw was great. So yeah, super average for me. Aaron, what was your experience?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar earth and some black pepper. Got some creaminess that joined in a bit later. Second, third saw the pepper mellow and the creaminess depart, and then later the pepper picked back up and the creaminess rejoined. Final third saw the pepper become very mellow and then later ramp back up with some sharpness. I thought the cigar had a nice start with a good combination of flavors. Second, third dropped a level as the some of those components mellowed out and the creaminess departed for a bit. Then the final third kind of remained average as it went along, but nothing too exciting going on with the cigar. good profile for just the first third. Just doesn't do enough to make me want to come back to it. It's well priced, but it's still not good enough to I think spend the money on it to go back to. All right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with me at 6 even. Jiunn and John both gave it a 5.65, and Seth gave it a 4.28. My 6 even matches up well. Above average flavor profile, really good construction, just a little bit of a wavy burn, but nothing really to knock it, but just not good enough to make me want to come back to it. All right, Jiunn, 5.65.
Not enough to come back to it. I just realized a lot of Rocky cigars kind of taste like this for me.
Yep.
It's kind of
That's
like
the Rocky
jumble of
flavor
flavor.
profile.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's interesting. Who blends these? Does he have like a dedicated blender for this stuff?
Unknown, undisclosed.
Undisclosed?
Rocky
Okay.
blends it. So,
Of course.
all right, John, 5.65.
Yeah, it matches up well, and I know some guy's gonna come along in 6 months and be like, "Oh, I love this cigar! I can't believe you guys hate this cigar." 5.65 doesn't mean I hate it. Just means that it's not a cigar I would smoke because it's pretty average. Just like every other cigar you could randomly grab off the shelf. There's no defining character. There's no anything about this that somebody says, "How is that Rocky Patel?" And I'd be like, "It's tobacco and smoke and whatever." So yeah.
All right, Seth, 4.28.
I mean, listen, it was it was rough. I think Rocky's done better stuff than this in the past. Smoked really like a Rocky too, though, at the same time. I had some issues with the burn and draw. I wasn't really impressed. I still struggle with the fact of Rocky making cigars over $10, but at the same time, maybe he needs to be making cigars around the $20 because this is back to like some of that rough stuff. Great packaging. Really
Yeah.
like that green. I don't know how I define that color green. Maybe emerald, but
I
June
mean,
can
you
help me out
think
with that one. I
emerald?
don't know.
I thought it was like
So
a hunter green, maybe, or like a forest green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
just tired of these. It's not just Rocky, but it's these guys who it's just all packaging now. And they're hiding the wrapper and
Yeah.
it's just ugh.
Any other final thoughts?
Yeah. So I mean, I think June said it. Tastes like Rocky, and like I would agree with that. Like I think AJ Fernandez has a particular profile, and like we all know it when you light it up. You're like, oh, this is made at San Latano. This is a cigar. Now, before I put my foot in my mouth, this is the Honduran factory, right?
No, Nicaraguan factory.
Really
Tabacusa is the Esteli one. Most of his stuff's now
interesting.
like Tabacusa.
Yeah.
Because this definitely tastes like the Honduran factory. It doesn't taste like Tabacusa to me. But
I think the green is throwing you
regardless,
off.
yeah. But regardless, I mean, there's no like if you'd given this to me blind, I'd be like, yeah, this is a Rocky Patel cigar. And there's lots of guys out there that love this profile, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just
Clearly
I
love
don't.
this profile, evidently.
Well, I just like like I look at this and I'm like, how is this any different than the 6 releases from last year? Like it just kind of like it would if I smoked all of.
Emerald green.
Well, it is emerald green, but if you took all the bands off and all the emerald off, and then you put it in line up with the cigars from last year, and you're like, pick out the emerald green. There's no, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do it. I'd be like, I
Can
don't know,
he? Can he?
Just go to
maybe,
no,
maybe.
go to Rocky's website, look at all of his damn cigars, and you'll be like, yeah, this smokes like so many of those. I mean, it just does. It's
It kind of
just
smells like an Edge, actually. Now that I think about it, Edge Maduro.
Well, I'm looking for some free Sam Adams. I don't know about you guys.
Hell yeah, I love Sam Adams. Sam Adams is American beer for
All right.
Americans.
Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.